The cells which are specialized in a function are grouped together and form a tissue. We have different tissues in our body that perform different functions, like they play the role of protection, that is our skin. Then they also play the role in movement, that is they help in coordination and control of our muscles. They also help in transportation, just like our blood, which helps in transfer of food, waste material, as well as hormones from the part where it is synthesized to the whole of the body. They act as insulators in the form of adipose tissues, that is fat cells, which protect us from heat. A lot of other functions are performed by these systems, and they have their own type of cells performing this function. For example, blood cells, muscle cells, neurons in the form of nervous system, all of them work together to further living organisms. Now coming over to plant tissues. They are mainly of two types, meristematic tissues as well as permanent tissues. Now let me explain you in detail about meristematic tissues. Meristematic tissues are those tissues which are having cells which are actively dividing for the growth of the plant body. These meristematic tissues have such cells which are undergoing mitosis. You have read in the last chapter what is mitosis. It is one of the type of cell division which helps in the growth of the living organism. So this region which is having these meristematic tissues help in the growth of the plant. They are present at several locations of the plant body. According to their location, they are of three types. Let us go ahead. First of all, we'll talk about the meristematic tissues and its characteristics. These are those cells which are dividing continuously and are present usually at the apex of the plant body. Apex does not mean only the tip of the plant which you see, but also the roots of the plant where you see the growth towards the center of the earth, that is towards deeper water table where the plant will be able to harness more of nutrients and water for the plant growth. They have thin cellulose cell walls because those are actively dividing cells and are having shape such as spherical, oval, polygonal or rectangular depending upon the type of the plant. The meristematic cells are compactly arranged and have less intercellular spaces. They are having dense cytoplasm because of lot of materials and organelles inside. Each meristematic cell has few vacuoles or no vacuoles. If you can recall from the previous chapter, what is the function of vacuole? Vacuole actually preserves all the extra materials, for example membranes, certain lipids or proteins synthesized by the plant cell inside. But here when the cell is actively dividing, it will require more of membranes, proteins and lipids. That's why the vacuoles are not required, because most of the food supplied to the cell is utilized by the cell in the division. The energy is also produced more, so usually the number of mitochondria is also very high in these actively dividing and growing number of cells. Now going over to the type of meristems. Based on the location, there are three type of meristems: apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. Apical meristem, as you see in the plant tip, all of you would have noticed a plant growing. It is usually of green in color and there is the point where you actually see the plant growing taller here. Then there is intercalary meristem, which is present in at the nodes or internodes. What are internodes? When you see a leaf growing, there is a distance between the two leaves growing, and that is known as internode, right? So these intercalary meristems cells are